It's Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Tuesday, y'all. I hope you had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I know I did. It was a really great weekend. And I'm glad to be live with you all today. I'm going to share this month's craft paper designs with you, and then we're going to use those designs to make a really cute Halloween craft. I haven't done any Halloween crafts yet this year, but you know what? We're 2 months away. Yeah, about 2 months away, less than 2 months away from Halloween. So we'll do a Halloween craft and have some fun. All right, y'all. So it's going to be a simple craft, but it'll be really cute. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching. Tell me about your Labor Day weekend. I have tried to keep you all in the loop and share a little bit with you all throughout the weekend. It was just a really good, fun Labor Day weekend. We just had a really good weekend, and the weather was beautiful. Just beautiful this weekend. So it was really, really nice. Really nice. So hello, everyone. When you hop on, say hey. Let me know you're watching. Hi, Stacy. Hey, Michelle. Thanks for celebrating. Hi, Teresa. Hello, Danae. Thank you, Danae. Hey, Lori. Good afternoon. Glad to see all of y'all today. So our craft paper came out yesterday. Every single month we design two brand new sets of craft paper, and our subscribers receive those designs via their email, and then they can print them and use them however many times they want to, and they get something new and different every single month. So this month they're all about fall and Halloween, and they're all beautiful, and we just have fun. And Mom and I create these designs and create beautiful things every single month, and it's a lot of fun to share it with y'all. So hi, Teresa. Hey, Holly. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Maxine. Hey, Deborah and Glenda and Joy. Hey, Laura. Oh, no, Laura, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you recover quickly. I am so sorry. Stacy, send us a message about that and we can help you figure that out. Hey, MK, I'm so glad you could join me today. Hi, Connie. Hey, Holly. Wow, Holly. That's amazing. You're going to have some fun things to craft with. I hope you found some good things on your shopping trip. Hello over on YouTube. Hey, Dorothy. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to share our craft paper designs with you. So 2 sets every month. Both sets have 12 designs. So it's a total of 24 designs within each style. So there's 2 different styles. Within each style or collection, there is 8 full-size sheets of craft paper, and then you get an additional 4 sheets that has signs and embellishments, different things like that, that you can use to make beautiful, easy signs that all you would have to do is cut out and frame, or also embellishments. And we're going to be using some of those embellishments today, just to kind of show you some of the ways that you can use some of these pieces. The options are endless, truly, on this. They are absolutely endless. You can do so many different things. Whether you like to make home decor crafts, whether you like to do junk journaling, whether you do thrift store makeovers, whatever it is that you like to craft, there's a place for this craft paper in your craft inventory of supplies, right? And the great thing about this is that it is all digital, so you do not have to store pages after pages after pages of craft paper that you have to flip through and try and find different things. You're able to really easily find what you need and print it off. Hi, Dawn. So one thing that makes it easy is our contact sheets. So with each set of craft paper, each collection, you're going to receive this contact sheet. And it is called, this one here is called Harvest Leaves. And so each contact sheet has the name of the collection, and then it also has the date that it was created. So, and the date that you received it, right? So that way, what you can do is just sort of file these contact sheets. You could print these out and put them in a binder, and then just flip through, and you've got a full size, or not a full size, but a little snippet of what those paper designs look like. So you can flip through and see what you might need really easily. And then all you have to do is just go into your computer, find that month, print whatever sheets you want to print. So this one is the one that Mom did. It's called Harvest Leaves. And let me show you the full-size sheets first, and then we'll do the signs and embellishments. All right. So thanks for celebrating, Dawn. We have this beautiful sweater-like background image. That one's really pretty. We've got a really beautiful stripe here. I love this. And it's kind of got rust and yellows and sort of a muted blue color. This one here is really pretty, and it's just got this pretty neutral background with pumpkins and florals sitting on a table. This would be a beautiful sign just all on its own. You could add some lettering to this and make a beautiful sign, or it would just be beautiful to use as a background on something. This one here has these beautiful leaves all over it. All these different colors of leaves. We have a plaid, which is kind of looks like a painted, like a watercolor almost sort of plaid. This one it's just sort of a unique background. It's almost like a distressed kind of a background. Hi, Pam. Hey, Marcia. And we've got this one that's got the pumpkin, and it's got a butterfly on it, and some pretty little florals. And then you've got this one here, which is real muted. It still has a pumpkin on it down here, but it is kind of a muted. Teresa, so printers are actually very inexpensive, y'all. If you don't have one, you can get a good one for less than $100. The one that we have is around $150, and it prints borderless. You can also do the Instant Ink program, which I highly recommend because it prevents you from having to shovel out a big chunk of money all at once for ink. Ink is kind of expensive, but with the Instant Ink program, I think the cheapest plan starts at around $5 a month. So you pay $5 a month. When you run out of ink, they send you new ink. They send it before you run out. So you pretty much never run out. And that's what we use around here. And we do a lot of printing, y'all. Now, we don't use the cheapest plan. We do have a more expensive plan. Okay, so then we have our embellishments, and you just got some beautiful little pieces here that you could cut out. It says, there's a little tag here. It says, every leaf is a flower in autumn. And then there's these fall florals, some leaves here, and you can cut those out. They're tags. I just noticed that they're tags. So you can cut those little tags out and use those as tags. And then down here, you have like a pretty little border that's got these trees at the bottom. All right, here we have 3 signs. We have 4x5, a 3x5, and a 5x7. And this one says, savor the season. This one here says, fall for Jesus, he never leaves. And then just a really pretty fall watercolor. Really beautiful. Then we've got this one here. That's 2 5x7s. The top one is just a pretty painting, just kind of a fall painting, really pretty, sort of vintagey looking. And then down here is a sign that says, "Oh, that I could bottle fall and make the magic last. Too rapidly the colors fade, the leaves depart too fast. But then the winter snows will come, and afterward the green, and so I'll treasure every step and each breath in between." And Mom was saying that she also thought that you could cut out this one and even this one and put it in this frame on here, or you could cut this frame out and cover this one or this one. Okay, so if you wanted to just remove this inside portion and use that little wooden frame, is another good idea that you could do. And then we've got this one here that has 4 sections, so you could use the whole thing. Yay, Jamie, I'm glad to hear it. Or you can use just each of them individually. It would be really pretty to frame all 4 of these and put them together as a little grouping in a really beautiful frame. That would be really cute. Or these would be really cute for cards as well. So that is Harvest Leaves. That one is the one that Mom did. It is very beautiful. It's got rusts and greens and navies and kind of khaki colors. All right, so the next one is October Relics, and this is the one that I did. Of course, you've got your contact sheet here again, so you can print that out, and then you've got all of the designs that come with that month. So you can take all of your contact sheets, put them in a binder, and then just flip through when you're needing some craft paper, and then it's very easy to just go print what you need. All right, so for this month, the October Relics, we have this one here. So this one's Halloween-ish. Y'all know I don't really do anything too spooky. This is a little into the spooky side of things, but not too far. So there's this one right here, which is all these little beautiful frames, and each frame has something different inside. So there's some haunted houses, books, pumpkins, a witch hat, and then there's also like a little potions bottle inside that one. Then we've got this one, which is an orange background with just kind of fun, distressed ephemera type look. We've got a beautiful stripe here that has sort of a distressing behind it. It's black. Here's a fun ephemera type piece that's got lots of different ephemeral type items. We have a plaid here, orange and black. And this one could be used all year round. It doesn't necessarily look Halloween, but it's this beautiful floral right here, and it's got some different like ephemera and distressing going on. Yay, Teresa. And then we have this fun diamond pattern, which we're going to use this one today. And this pretty pumpkin vine. It's also, if you look close, has kind of some ephemera type stuff on the background. So those are all of the full-size sheets. And then you've got your embellishments and your signs. So you've got here a 5x7, and this is a fall landscape with a ghost, kind of a vintage looking image. you have a vintage flashcard and a postcard down here, and then you've got a couple of little little tags or tickets. One says spooky, one says happy Halloween, and a piece of washi tape. Then you've got 4 4x4 signs, different images, different landscape images. This one here, it's just a pretty little creek with a sort of a fall look. And then you've got this kind of a jack-o'-lantern man in a fall landscape. This one here has a pretty house back in the back there. And then down here we have a jack-o'-lantern. And then you've also got this cute little label here that says fresh pumpkins, 10 cents. A couple of other little labels that say, one says spooky, one says happy Halloween. Some more washi tape and a stamp. And then this full size one here can be 8x10 or 8.5x11. You just trim it down to an 8x10. And it is just a cute little image there. And then we have an 8x8. And this one here has the jack-o'-lanterns. And you've got some washi tape down here. Okay, so that is October Relics. So, some beautiful designs for the month. Love both of these sets. So today we're going to craft with October Relics, and we're going to make a Halloween pumpkin sign, okay? So I have this pumpkin right here, this wooden pumpkin that came from Walmart, I believe. Okay. And then I've got just a sign here. I think this came from Pop Shelf. And we are going to do a little bit of work on these, okay? So I'm going to start by deciding my background. I believe I want my pumpkin to be covered in this, or maybe I'll make that the background and do my pumpkin in orange. So we could either do the orange plaid on top, which I do like, or we could do the other orange that is this one here that's just sort of the distressed one. So which one do y'all like? Do you like the plaid or just the orange with the distressed look? Y'all tell me. So it's either this way or this way. I think I know which one I like. I'm curious to hear what y'all think. I'm curious about this sign. I think that I can hammer this back out, and it'll make it easier to put it together. So I'm going to grab a hammer here and see if I can't do that. All right, y'all are saying plaid. I think that's where my head is at. See if I can. Let me move this over here, y'all. I don't know if I can or not. Let me grab, see if I can get something under here like this. No, I don't think that's going to work. I think it's in there too good. Okay, I think I'm getting it. Question is, am I messing it up? I don't think I am. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Okay. There we go. All right. We got it. Okay. We are sort of all over the place on our opinions there. Several are saying the plain orange, and several are saying the plaid. So let's go on and we'll decoupage our paper onto the background, which we're going to do the diamond. Okay, I'm going to go on and flip this over and we'll just do the back side. Let me remove this label here. Okay, there we go. I agree, Danae. I think they're both great, and I agree. I don't think that you can go wrong with either one of them. I think they're both going to look good. Okay, so I'm going to grab my decoupage glue, and we'll just decoupage this on real quick. I'm going to use my pouncers. Y'all, we still have, we've kept the paintbrush bundle from this weekend. The price has increased now, but we did keep that bundle. So if you are in need of some pouncers or some paintbrushes, that is a really great deal on that bundle. So I would definitely grab that if I were you, because it's a great, great deal. Even with the non-discounted price, it's still a good deal. All right, there we go. Glue this down. Hello, Melanie. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining over on YouTube. All righty. Here we go. Y'all, that fits on there really well. Okay, the pattern fits on there. And I don't know where I got this sign. Like I said, I think it was from Pop Shelf. When a Pop Shelf around us went out of business. I think that's where it's from. So I'm just cutting off the excess here. All right. Didn't do a fab job, but there we go. So I think a lot of those edges are going to be covered. Yeah. So this will just go back in here like that. So before I put this back in here, I'm going to do my pumpkin. That way I can decide what I want to do with my frame. Do I want to leave my frame the color that it is, or do I want to distress it or paint it? Okay, so we're just going to leave that there. Now let's do our pumpkin. So this is just a wooden pumpkin decor piece that came from Walmart. It was a clearance item at Walmart. Let's remove that price sticker. There we go. Okay. Now, y'all were all over the place on which one. So I'm going with the one that I like the best, and that is the plaid. Okay. I think I like the plaid. All right, so we're just going to cover our pumpkin. Here we go. And our glue. And then I'm just trying to decide what part do I want to show. I think I want this writing to show and this like stamp up here. So, did you do that? I didn't. But it's probably, I would check with Mom or Patty, because we've been working with that. Are you serious, Bridget? That's really sad if that's the case. still have one in Frankfurt. I need to check. Make sure that it's not going out of business. All right, so now I'm going to take my sander and we'll just go around the edges and remove all the excess paper. That makes me very sad if that's true. I love it too. And I feel like we haven't gotten very long to enjoy it. All right. Okay, so there we go. Just like that. Really easy. Teresa, he is settling into it and starting to, I think, enjoy it. All right, so this is what that looks like right now. All right. So I definitely know that I want to do some distressing because this is a Halloween looking one. So I'm actually going to take this and we're going to do some distress ink all around it. I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to use Vintage Photo. Teresa, we have a Ross here. It's similar to TJ Maxx, but maybe not quite as nice as TJ Maxx. But you can find some good stuff. All right, so we're going to go around the edges just to create some shadowing all the way around the edges. Okay. Well, I hope that is the case, Dee Dee, about GDG. I mean, it's so similar to the Dollar General. They have food, they have cleaning supplies, you know. They just have better stuff, I think. I would much rather shop at Pop Shelf than the Dollar General. So you can kind of see what we're doing around the edges. Just creating that sort of darker shadowing or shading. All right. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that looks good. So that definitely made a difference. I'm gonna have to clean this frame out a little bit. But that's that. Let's do our pumpkin now. We'll do the edges of the pumpkin. Yes, so much cleaner. Yay, Dee Dee. Exactly, Kathy. So that's what I'm doing. We're making a Halloween craft. I don't do very many Halloween crafts, but we're doing one today. So we're just going around the edges again with the Vintage Photo on our pumpkin here. Hey, Mary. Teresa, I like Dollar General too, usually. Mine is just not a very good one. I used to love it even more than I do now. I just think Dollar Tree beats Dollar General so much, even though sometimes you can get the same thing for cheaper at Dollar General. Okay. So we've got that one shaded. Okay. So this is what it's looking like right now. So I think what I'm going to do is take my sander and distress the frame a little bit. I think I'm going to leave it white, but I'm just going to distress it and age it a bit. I'm just going all around the edges with my sander to remove some of that paint. Alright, let's get the outside as well. Okay. Alright, there we go. So then I'm just going to take some more of our vintage photo and just brush over this some. I'm not going over the whole thing necessarily, just over different spots. Just kind of making it look a little older. Oh, really? You know, I haven't looked in the Dollar General, but now Annette, who works for us, she found a really cute ghost at the Dollar General. Of course, I don't really decorate with ghosts, but it was very cute. And I was surprised, very surprised, that she got it from Dollar General. All right. Okay, so there's the frame. I'm just going to show you how that looks. All right, I'm going to grab my scraper here and try and clean some of this out. And then I've got some little staples that need to be pulled out. Of course, we're going to embellish as well. Yay, Kathy. I loved how that doll came out last year. He was really cute. Another little staple. If I can get him out. There we go. All right. So let's glue in our background. Okay, I'm just going to put some super glue in here. You could also use hot glue, but super glue doesn't dry as fast. So it makes it a little easier. Okay. Just getting it right into the corners. All right. this over, press it inside. Okay, there we go. All right, so look how cute that looks. That's looking adorable already. All right, let me get this dust out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna glue our pumpkin in. I'm trying to decide, do I want to center it? Shoot. Need to give that a little more time to set up. Do I want to center it, or do I want to leave it at the bottom? I like it centered. All right, we're gonna grab a tag off of our craft paper. I'm gonna grab the Happy Halloween tag, or ticket, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna cut it out here. Hey Rhonda, hi Tammy. Okay, so here's our little ticket. It says Happy Halloween. We're gonna distress it, of course, especially these edges. There we go. Okay, I know that's gonna go on there. Y'all, that's already looking so cute. The tag is making it. Now, we're gonna do a bow, I think. Oh, fun, Jackie. Okay, so let's do some canvas ribbon, I think, for the bow. Got some pieces here. All right, and I am just gonna take my vintage photo and just go over this to just sort of distress it a little bit more. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna make a bow. Oh my goodness gracious, that's cute. All right, so we're just gonna glue this on. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue my bow on. Let me cut the excess. I mean, super simple. This is actually from our, we used to have canvas ribbon. I think we're sold out of it. But yes, you could make it with a canvas drop cloth. Okay. And then we're gonna just stick our tag in there. Oh, Happy Halloween. So I think you can start decorating for fall now. Obviously, you can decorate whenever, makes you happy. My goal is to start decorating now, which I haven't. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but now's a great time. It depends also on how long you like to be decorated. I like to decorate for Christmas, November the 1st. So I only leave my decorations out through the end of October. If you will leave yours out until December 1, you could decorate starting at the beginning of October. Okay, so this is really cute. I'm going to glue this on. I think I like it just like this. And I think I like the pumpkin centered instead of at the bottom of the sign. So we're going to get some hot glue put on here on the back and glue it down. Should probably use some super glue, but I'm not going to. All right, and that's all there is to it. Look how cute that turned out. Simple and adorable. Really cute. All right, so we used 2 of our craft papers from this month's subscription, and then we also used one of the tickets as well. So that's just one way to show you how you can use the craft paper to create some really easy, beautiful decor using unique craft paper designs that you cannot find anywhere else. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for joining me today and hanging out with me. I hope that y'all have a really great day. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow.